So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Cook looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. From the red zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And shedding his way forward. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Garrison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Garrison. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 16. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Looking to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 29-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now Wilson. He gets it to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. To throw is Wilson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man right side is Ingram. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Wilson gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Now a run with Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. This is Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Cook.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this one will be brought back to the 22. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Steps away. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Wilson, a short throw to Ingram. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, Wilson fighting through pressure, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Green brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off. Touchdown, Texans. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Cook following the penalty. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut.
2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Here we go.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, he'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on him. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Texans down by 9. At time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the attention turns to the Texans. Trailing in this one now. 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Garrison. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.